Welcome back, everybody, to another pregame video brought to you by the Jackal Den. I am your host and president, Daryl Keith Hendon, a.k.a. the Fairweather Rugby Fan. Lineups have been announced Saturday night, 7 p.m. Choctaw Stadium, as we welcome, for the first time, Old Glory DC to Choctaw Stadium. Almost a year and about 10 days since the last time we faced these guys in DC. Before we get started with the lineups, obviously the announcements always come first. Tailgate action, Lot Ale, 5 p.m. Ale, that was pretty hilarious. 5 p.m., come on out, bring some beers, bring some drinks, bring a grill, bring some food. Come and have a good time. We've had some pretty good turnouts at these so far. Sometimes they haven't been great, but they've always been fun. It's always us just like chilling in lawn chairs and just hanging out. It should be a bit hot. It also could possibly be a bit wet, so dress accordingly and come on out. Jackal Den scarves. I know it's kind of the wrong time of year for it, but Rick Collins, the Jackal King, has gloriously found a supplier. These things look great. I'm going to be buying one out there tomorrow night. $15 a piece. You can reach out to him across all social media platforms, be it Instagram, be it Facebook. He will have those available for sale. We will ship anywhere, more than likely if it's anything far away. I will probably be the one handling the shipping as I work in a logistics-based job. But, definitely look nice. Definitely support your favorite fan club of your favorite Major League Rugby side. So let's go ahead and get into these lineups. A couple of changes, obviously, on the Jackal side. And as we welcome, like I said, Old Glory DC to Choctaw for the very first time. They are coached by former Hawke's Bay Magpie. That would be in New Zealand, for anybody that's not familiar. Hawke's Bay Magpie coach Josh Sims. They currently sit third, as opposed to last year when they were kind of in the same boat as us. They couldn't buy a win at this point in the season. They currently sit third in the Eastern Conference at 9-4. They had a bye week last weekend. The previous week, they beat Utah 36-22 pretty convincingly. We did play them one other time last year at DC. I think it might have been their first win on the season, and it was a pretty forgettable scoreline, but just in case you need to be reminded, it was 50-10. That was bad. That was a real bad one. But a year later, obviously, they've kind of moved up, being third in the conference. We finally got a win this year. We're just trying to find hopefully a couple more before the end of the season. So let's go ahead and run through this lineup that Josh Sims has put together here for Saturday night. The front row will consist of USA Eagle Jack Ascaro. He is going to be a prop. Nick Shuchun, who is a Kiwi-born player, New Zealand-born player, and former Taranaki Bull Kyle Stewart. The locks will consist of Canadian international Kevin Biley, Kyle Biley, and Colin Gross. USA Eagle, Jameson Fayanana Schultz is their captain. He will be a flanker. And Lutaro Bovado, who is another Argentinian-born player. Quite a lot of those in the league this year. I don't think any team has as many as us. And then they will be anchored by Lengi Hapawiki. He's a USA Eagle. That is their number 8. Their number 9, their scrum half, one of the best, if not the best, scrum half, in my opinion, in all of Major League Rugby, a Samoan international, New Zealand-born, another former Hawke's Bay Magpie, Danny Tuisatala. He has this sweet blonde mullet, and it looks cool. And their fly half is Canadian international, Grayton Bode. The wings for them will be former New Zealand and Samoa Rugby League player, Junior Seau, and the other one will be Penny Lasake, who is a Kiwi-born player as well. USA Eagle threatened Palamo, surprisingly not suspended. He spent a lot of time suspended last year. And William Talatana, a Samoan international, will be the centers. And anchoring it all is former Puma Joaquin Diaz Bonita. I want to say he had like 39 caps for the Pumas. So definitely the most seasoned Argentinian out there on the pitch. They have a 5-3 split coming off of the bench with Facundo Gatas, Quentin Newcomer, and Ramiro Herrera. No, he is the one with 39 caps for the Pumas at 18. That will be the front row replacements. And the number 19 jersey, a gentleman by the name of Nico Jones, who is a former Moana Pacifica player there in Super Rugby, and his father, Sir Michael Jones. John Hart once said that he was the almost perfect rugby player. And another really good quote, when Sir Michael Jones was playing for the All Blacks, he would not play on Sundays because of his Christian beliefs. And somebody had famously asked him, hey, how can a man that's so Christian hit so hard on the pitch? And he famously answered, well, it's better to give than receive. So if I get a chance to meet Nico Jones, I'll definitely have to thank him because his father has been an absolute gift to Pacific Island rugby, not just in New Zealand, but Samoa as well, and a good steward of the game and a gentleman of the game. So got to definitely give him props for that. And the back replacements are Alejandro Devereaux. He is an Argentinian-born guy, John Lefevre, and Owen Sheehy. That will make up the 23-man squad. And then Marcos Young at 23. So that will be the 23-man squad for the visiting Old Glory, DC Old Glory. Now we get on over to the Jackals starting lineup. The front row will consist of Argentinians Nicholas Reval-Pitt and Juan Pablo Zeiss, the former Puma himself, and Dewey Katsia, the South African-born Canadian rep. Sam Gola and Lucas Burr will be the locking duo, as they have been pretty much one of the most dangerous locking duos in the league this whole season. Captain Geronimo Gomez Vara, or Harana Go, as I call him, and El Bigote himself, Conrad Aurora, will be the flankers, and Namibian international Adrian Boyson will be in the number 8 jersey. No start from Danny Christensen still. A little bit peeved about that one, but we will get Pedro Imhoff once again and Ticho Elias at 9 and 10. The wings this week, first try scorer in Jackals history, and has had a few tries this year himself. In the number 11 left wing jersey will be Campbell Johnstone, a.k.a. Soups. And on the right wing, making his first start of the season, I always say it's unholstered. Not only is it unholstered this week, the safety is off. The weapon himself, Aaron Gray, and the right wing jersey at 14. Really, really excited to see that guy get a start, just because it's just a matter of time. That kid just needs a little bit of space. He's a sevens player, and he has got some wheels on him. His mama will be in attendance. Aaron, do your mama proud. Let's get a try this weekend. Those will be the wings, with Alejandro Torres, not fullback this week, going into that center position with Thomas Milanos, the multiple try scorer in the last few weeks. And Marcos Moroni will be the starting fullback. A 5-3 split, once again, coming off of the bench for the Jackals, with Canadian internationals Liam Murray and Kyle Steeves, with the kid from Boston, hopefully future USA Eagle Connor Robinson, and that important hooker position there coming in for relief. Arizona's own Carson Shoemaker will be coming in as a flanker replacement, as will be University of West Virginia grad Cam Nelson. Still need to talk to you, Cam. Apparently something about pepperoni rolls. Our back replacements, like I had said, much to the chagrin of this particular fan, Danny Christensen, Salt Lake City own, and soon-to-be birthday boy. Yeah, his birthday is coming up here on the 11th, I believe is what he told me. He will be the scrum half replacement. Hopefully we get to see him a little bit more. Argentinian-born, USA-qualified JP Aguirre, and another guy from Arizona, the American Samoan blooded Uso himself, James Viafale, makes up the last replacement. So, as we saw last weekend, we kicked the ball away too damn much. And obviously Seattle, we've already gone through it, best team in the whole league. And I'd say in the history of this league probably has been the most consistently good team. As opposed to DC, who was one of the worst. We were obviously the worst last year, but they were right down there. But at the end of the season, they finally put some wins together and kind of turned a few heads. And this year, obviously, the turnaround going from the bottom of the barrel to they're a playoff team right now. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing everything, because if you look at the standings in both the Eastern and Western conferences, they're pretty tight. You only have one real bad team in the East, and that's Chicago. Or Toronto, excuse me. Chicago's the only team worse than us in the West. But it's Toronto, and it's like every other team is a competitive team. NOLA Gold is a competitive team. Atlanta, DC, New York, New England, they're all competitive teams. So it's going to be a matter of just getting as many points as you can. Well, I would like to play what DC did at the end of last season. I'd like to be the plan ruiner, if you will. I'd like to kind of rain on parades if we can, and it would be nice for us to get a couple of good wins going down the stretch to kind of build momentum into next season. And this is another perfect opportunity to do it. This is not Toronto. They're not Houston. They're not San Diego. We have a chance with these guys. If we play our game plan and we don't kick the bloody ball away every time we get the ball, then we have a real serious chance with these guys. We have got a tall winger in Campbell Johnstone, and we've got an ultra-fast winger in Aaron Gray. Now, yes, DC has some good defensive strength in their back line, but we've got really good defensive strength in our forward pack. And it's like, hey, man, if we can play the game with them, and if we can get it out wide, we should be all right. Having Alejandro Torres play center, it's good to kind of help out whoever's weaker as far as the wing side, as far as defensive goes. And I'm just hoping that we at least stay in this. And we've been able to get over that hump of just getting scored on in the first 2 minutes and then not answering. No, we've gotten to where we can score first, or they can score first, and we can answer back fairly quickly. It's just after that we have failed to execute, it seems. But it should be a great game regardless. It's going to be, like I said, a little bit hot of a night. I didn't even give you guys the weather report. I know I kind of make everybody laugh when I do that because I do it in Celsius. But I believe it's, I think game time is going to be it's supposed to be 92 in Fahrenheit, whatever that is. I think that's 30-something, low 30s. In Celsius, so it's going to be a hot one, and I think we've got like a 40% chance of rain. It gets a little higher towards the 9 o'clock hour, so hopefully the gods smile on us. It will probably be a soggy or at least damp pitch, and we've seen what happens when that happens. It becomes a skating rink, essentially. It just becomes a very wet field to play on. But hopefully that doesn't make a difference for our boys, that we can get out there, we can play our game, and we can come away with a W, and hopefully do one of these post-game videos with you guys, with another one of the members here, and we can have something to praise, to talk about. But, yeah, once again, reach out to Rick Collins for those scarves, $15 each. Come out early for the tailgate at 5 p.m. I will be in attendance. My fiance will be in attendance. So if anything, just come out and just chop it up and hang out and have a good time. But that's all I have to say for this one this week, folks. Once again, this is the Jackal Den YouTube, made by the fans for you, the fans. Cheers, guys.